10 minutes. Episode 220. We are once again in the not usual location recording today's episode. We have 10 minutes starting now. It's just me, by the way, so hopefully you enjoy. Go. These solo videos are usually the ones that weirdly do well, so I have to provide a large amount of entertainment so people come back for when we have everyone. And, with it being a Friday night, I am once again the only one who's not going out. Colin's still on vacation. Luke out for some drinks. Craig and all of them are, I believe, doing something. So it's up to me, once again, to keep the streak going for this season. Season episode. But today I'm gonna channel my first game of the day thought process, which is something that I used to record and do and kind of want to get back into. And I'm actually also going to I'm gonna go mining. We're gonna make this episode kind of a boring episode, but a useful one. But so basically what I wanted to chat about today is something that we touched upon a little bit. What I wanted to chat about today is kind of things that make you feel uncomfortable, things that make you feel weird. And it's not so much of digging into super weird things. She's talking about the gym. I'm going to the gym now with 10 minutes of the day, playing Minecraft every day. Also been going to the gym pretty much every day, trying to get that nice balance of physical care as well as mental care between, physical care being the gym, of course, and the mental care being my Minecrafting ability. And it's been pretty uncomfortable. I don't know if you guys and gals, whoever watches this, I know the female audience is growing, fun fact for you all, but when you go to the gym, it's about one of the most self-conscious things you could possibly experience, mainly because if you don't know what you're doing, you just feel like everybody's watching you. And I never know what I'm doing. I don't adjust machines. I don't change anything when I go. So to paint a picture for you, I am 6'1". There could be a 4'2" person on the previous machine. I know that's an extreme example, but you can picture it. You'll get it. And I would not adjust the machine no matter what. It makes me feel subconscious because I know it's not right. I know I should be adjusting the machine, but I just don't. And hopefully I'll eventually learn how to do that, or somebody will be nice enough to tell me how to do that. If you heard running in the background, it's because the place where I'm at, that's not mine. There's a cat here. So hopefully the cat provides some interesting background noise. But another thing is that, hey, look, it's a supercharged creeper. If you know, you know. Another thing is the fact of the gym. I never know what people are doing and how to ask them to use the machine that they're on. And I don't know if that's a weird thing. I don't know if that's something that everybody else does. And I don't know if 90% of my issues just come from the fact that I'm probably too afraid or second guessing talking to people. But I just never know how to approach that conversation and how to get that fixed. Or how to hop on a machine and be like, hey, how much you got left? Simple thing to ask into the aether, which is what I'm doing right now. But difficult thing to do in theory when you got some, Muscle Bob Buff Pants on there working out, doing what he's got to do. It's challenging. It's very challenging. I also, by the way, have mined 6 cobble deep slate. I don't know why I'm announcing it. You can't watch what's going on, especially when it's only my screen. But I think I needed to announce that out loud to really realize how unsuccessful I've been for this mining adventure. And I really just wanted cobblestone when I came down here. So I'm going to go back up a level or two and find the cobblestone. But another one is, and I'm sorry, maybe this is just me portraying my struggles at the gym. Maybe nobody else has experienced this and it's just me. But I don't know. The gym is just a weird place. It's just a weird place. People seem so comfortable there. And another one, you know how like when you're driving, this is a weird segue, but you'll understand it when I put it together. Just stick with me. When you're driving, and once again, just comes from overthinking, and it's raining, and you feel like you're starting to look around at the other drivers to see how fast your windshield wipers are going. And like if you're kind of gassing it and you're like, it's not raining that hard, but like my windshield wipers are zooming. It's kind of that way when you're on the treadmill, I feel like. I get self-conscious of that when I'm on the treadmill. I feel like when I am absolutely, like when I'm just jogging, normal jogging speed, I feel like I'm sprinting because most of the time I'm next to somebody who's walking. But the only difference is that everybody who I'm like jogging next to is walking on like a 35 incline, like they're walking up Mount Everest. And in the end, after I'm done running and I walk on 2 miles an hour on flat ground, I feel like I'm just not doing enough. I feel like my windshield wipers go from too fast to then not at all, and I'm just welcoming the rain. And there's just no middle ground when it comes to the treadmill. Maybe once again, maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe these are just my gym things that go through my head. Another one is when you pass the same person as you're going through your workout. I pass the same people probably about 55,000 times because I go to a relatively small gym. And I get nervous that people think I'm following them. And most of the time, it's on the days where I'm just doing the same thing as someone. Like, you know, on Mondays, 97,000% of people do chest, I think it is. And because of that, I'm thinking, oh, God, like I'm here with everybody else on chest day. Oh, that's so convenient. You went from bench press to, or barbell bench press to seated dumbbell bench press. I think that's weird. And I'm following you doing it. See, now we're getting more productive, by the way, with all this cobblestone. And then the most awkward bit, in my opinion, when it comes to the gym, is when, I don't want to word this without sounding like a weirdo, because most of the time it's nice. I mean, that's kind of what the role of the three of us that I play. I am more the one that doesn't really know how to do things, especially like me and Luke talked about. I don't know if we talked about it before the recording yesterday. Oh, iron. But we talked about doing a dating episode. And I'm not going to lie, the dating episode would be pretty, you know, like I wouldn't be able to offer much. My only relationship was in middle school. So that would be, you know, if you want to know middle school dating tips, just go watch Ned Declassified School Survival Guide. Don't watch, or you know, let me rephrase that. Watch our content first, then go watch that. You know, compare, get the idea which one you think is best. But I think a dating episode would be interesting. We did Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day with Colin's fiance and Luke's fiance, and then Callie and Shannon they went off into the abyss of the lore, and now they're here. They made their impact on the world. But we got to get them back. And I think that kind of wraps up my yap session. How much time do we have left? Wow, a minute and 35. Ooh, I have absolutely radio broadcasted this one. For anyone who wants a little inside scoop on how to radio broadcast, well, if you're not watching a fan of sports, you just keep talking. You mention everything in particular down to the detail. And I have done that, but I've only used the same conjunction. Is it conjunction? I don't remember what the linking word is between sentences, but I've used and about 700 times in this episode. And I know that. Perks of, not perks, I guess. Curses of being a commentator before doing this. You know when you overuse words, and I have, see, there it is again. But I've overused and. So we can title this video The One with And. Because that is all that's been accomplished. That and cobblestone. We have a lot now. We can do things again. We need to make stone materials, we got them. It's crazy that we're 220 episodes in and I have to get materials again. We have not budgeted well. Part of me wants to turn this into something. I've just cleared out this giant area underneath our world. You know what? We might turn it into something. I don't know what, but I'll figure it out. Luxury of 10 minutes a day. I can just figure it out tomorrow. It probably will be me again tomorrow, by the way. I wonder if that sounded loud because I was right next to the mic. But thank you for tuning in to another episode. I'm going to stop right here, staring at the light and staring at my face. It's a cow wearing a leather. It's funny. See you tomorrow.